it up so that it can see my face. All right, so your homework for Wednesday is going to be to learn from what you learned in creating this thing. So in creating this thing, you kind of hybridized two completely different things. Okay, so now you're going to start to work at a scale. So you guys are to create 3 polygonal shapes. Here's the requirements for it. Okay, and she's going to type these up so they're going to be available to you. So you are to create one polygon, one 4-sided polygon that is going to be between 1,900 and 2,000 square feet. It is to have 2 acute angles opposing each other and 2 obtuse angles opposing each other. And it is supposed to taper along its long direction. And it needs to have a general proportion of 3:1. Okay? Guys got that? All right. So your second shape is going to be (1,700 square feet). It is supposed to have a 2.5:1 proportion. 4 sides. Again, 2 acute corners, 2 obtuse corners opposite each other. And once again, it is to taper in the long direction. And then finally, you are going to have a third shape that's going to be about 1,200 to 1,300 square feet. It is going to have a 2:1 proportion, 4 sides, 2 acute and 2 obtuse corners opposite each other, and once again it is going to taper in the long direction.
What was the area of the first one?
So the first one was 1,900 to 2,000. Okay? Now, what that's going to yield you is going to be these sort of shapes, sort of like that, right? Okay, now, what you are to do is you are to take and create, by building 2 end walls, one tall one and one short one, you are to create a form like this from the 3 pieces that you come up with. Okay? So the walls on the sides, I'll tell you how tall the walls should be. Okay? So I'm going to use this thing as a litmus test. So your walls are going to be Your walls are going to be 14 feet and 28 feet. All right. And the distance between your floors is going to be 20 and 10. Okay? So again, looking at this one here, so from this lower floor to the upper floor is going to be approximately 20 feet, from down here to up here, and from here to here is going to be 10. Now your job is going to be to take all of this written parameter and devise the pieces and then put them together. All right. Now, since you're doing this kind of in this vacuum of sorts, what you're going to find is that as you go to put these pieces together, they may not fit together very well. And so then you're going to have to make adjustments to get these pieces that you've derived from the proportions and the areas that I've given you, right? You're going to have to devise a method of getting them to where they fit into the other configuration that I gave you, which is the 10-foot height, the 20-foot height, but they also have to overlap each other, okay? So if you look at this one, that floor is covering that floor, is covering part of that floor. And a portion of that floor is 2-story high, right here, and a portion of it is 1 story, okay? So when you guys come back, I want you guys to have 3 different iterations of this created. When you do this, you should have shear walls inside. So yours is going to come back with these walls on the inside. How tall are these walls? 10 and 20. And actually, if you think about it, they're going to be probably going to be, you have to subtract out for the thickness of the middle piece. Okay? All right. So that's your homework for Wednesday. Yes, sir.
What scale did you want those?
1/8 inch to a foot.
Okay.
Just so that you guys know, right? I drew these up. These are 2 of them. So that they definitely fit on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper at 1/8 inch to a foot, each one. But you've got to get them to kind of figure out what angles are going to line one thing up over the other and then create the wall that connects the 2. So everybody should be very, very different from each other's. So, and part of what I'm trying to get you guys to do is I'm trying to get you guys to take numeric information and make decisions about it in what you create. Okay? Other questions? You typed all this up? Perfect. So she's going to put this on Canvas for you guys. No other questions? All right, save that video.